Hello my fellow crits, Prince Darcyranus here, and we're going to be continuing the Doki Doki Literature Club side stories. Sorry, there's the light. Hmm? Hopefully it's not glaring, sorry. It's been several weeks since the club has officially started. Through their initial setbacks, the three club members so far, Monica, Sayori, and Yuri, have increased their collective bond within the club. Sayori has partaken in some of Yuri's high fantasy literature, and all three of them, led by Sayori, have taken an interest in poetry. On a day like any other, the three find themselves suddenly interrupted by the classroom door opening, and in walks a girl none of them has seen before.
Hi.
Sawyer tugs excitedly at Monica's sleeve, and Yuri shifts in her seat and buries her eyes in her book. Are you here for the literature club?
Yeah.
Yay, that's great. Thanks for stopping by. It's kind of a small club still, so it's really exciting.
Yeah. Come and sit somewhere. You can sit next to my desk.
Sayori prances over to her desk and presses her palms onto it.
Oh, and Yuri can make you some tea.
Yuri looks up to Sayori in protest, having drawn attention to her. Natsuki silently glances between everyone, then sits down next to Sayori. Monica follows by sitting nearby. A sudden gathering prompts Yuri to stand up, deciding that standing in the corner and making tea doesn't sound so bad after all. Okay then, how about we all introduce ourselves?
Okay.
Well, I'm Monica. I'm the one who started the club. I was originally in the debate club, but I really wanted to do something that I felt more passionate about. If that makes sense. So I started the literature club as a way for people to express themselves through writing or reading or whatever other kind of literature.
You know, I figured it was your club. You have that vibe.
I have a vibe.
Oh, you know, like... Never mind. I'm not gonna get judged. I'm not gonna judge people I just met like that. Very adult-like of you. I always judge people so hard.
Oh no you don't, Sayori. Yes she does. Yuri deadpan voice carries across the room. Natsuki giggles.
I'm Sayori. I just like learning about everyone and making friends. Oh, and I also like poetry. Oh yeah? Very adult-like of you. I'm an adult.
The sound of Yuri's electric kettle steaming up fills the room.
Oh, that's Yuri.
Sayori lowers her voice.
She's kind of shy, but she's really nice and super smart. She likes big fantasy books and tea, and I love her.
Aww.
Well, I guess it leaves me then. I'm Natsuki. I like listening to music and hanging out downtown and stuff. My favorite ice cream flavor is strawberry. Oh, let's get ice cream. My favorite flavor is probably cookie dough, or maybe chocolate. It's cookie dough.
And Monica
is probably vanilla.
What the heck?
I take way too many online quizzes. The ice cream ones are always accurate. What's your favorite?
Natsuki shrugs.
Probably green tea. I'm just joking. I have no idea for Yuri. Still, it's pretty chill here. Do you just like hang out, or do you actually do club stuff?
Well, we do club stuff too. It just hasn't been very structured yet, since we only have like 3 members, so we just kind of loosely spend our time doing stuff we like. But I keep thinking it's about time we start something like been a while by now since I started the club, so yeah. Well, that being said, what kind of literature are you into, Natsuki? Anything you'd like the club to get into?
Well, I guess I'm literature. Well, I like manga.
Manga?
Hey, why'd you say it like that?
I want to read manga in the club room. Wait, hold on a second.
That sounds great. After all, I've been doing all this, and,
Yuri returns to the desk with a tray of teacups, which she sets down on an empty desk.
After all the deep, immersive reading I would be doing, I wouldn't mind doing something a little more simple. Manga isn't simple. If you think that, then you don't understand the nuance.
It didn't mean it like that. Well, anyway, putting manga aside, is there any kind of literature that you're interested in?
Well, not really.
In that case, have you considered the anime club?
Are you serious? I'm not gonna join the anime club. It's full of weird guys. Come on, is it that big of a deal? Manga is literature, right?
I mean, I guess if you consider the real definition.
I get it. Look, I'll do whatever club activities you want. Can I please just join? I won't bother anyone. If I can just, like, keep my manga here and hang out after school, I'll do literally anything. I'll do literally whatever you want me to do. That's fine, right?
Yeah, I guess there's nothing wrong with that.
Oh my god, thank you. You're the best. I have most of it crammed into my locker, so I'm gonna start getting it, okay? Natsuki stands up. You need some help? Nah, I got it. I don't want you to see my locker. If you say so. But there's no way it's worse than mine. I hope we never find out then.
Natsuki exits the club room, leaving everyone in silence, save for the sound of Yuri sipping her tea. Push over.
Hey, it's not that bad. Natsuki seems like a lot of fun.
Maybe, but I mean, she has like no actual interest in literature, you know? And that's normally fine, but she put her tea is getting cold. Yeah. Wait, that's not related.
Well, I think everyone deserves a chance. Especially if we can bring her happiness. Besides, maybe she'll take a liking to literature.
Are you sure you just want to read your manga, Sayori?
Hey, who do you think I am?
Sorry, I didn't mean it like that. I just feel really uneasy about this. Do you have any opinion, Yuri? Not particularly. She said she wasn't going to bother anyone. That includes me, so...
Does that mean I bother you?
No, you're a pleasure to be around.
That was just fishing for a compliment.
I know.
But still, I really think we should give her a chance.
Yeah, alright. But I'm really gonna start enforcing club activities. I'm willing to cooperate. Suddenly, the three of them hear a thump against the door.
Who's that?
Sayori stands up and walks over to the door, then opens it.
Thank you.
Carrying 3 boxes of what is presumably manga, Natsuki grunts and wobbles inside before slowly bending over and dropping the stack on the floor gently as she can. That's quite the collection. Sayori giggles in excitement while catching her breath. Natsuki replies,
There's still one more box. I can put them away myself. I know how to organize them.
Monica anxiously glances between Sayori and Yuri. Is this really okay for the club? Maybe is what she really needs to kick the club into gear before she gets too complacent. Seems like things are finally going to start getting more serious. The next club meeting, Monica is the first to arrive. But ever since Natsuki joined, she feels a lot less relaxed. Why am I so nervous? Monica paces, trying to figure out her feelings. Natsuki said she wasn't going to bother anyone, so why does she feel like the atmosphere has changed so much? Well, Monica thinks the club door opens, revealing Natsuki carrying a box. Monica forces a smile and Natsuki makes her way to the closet. Natsuki forces her on a return. Need help?
No, I got it.
Natsuki awkwardly tries to start some kind of conversation but fails. Curious, she peeks into the closet where Natsuki is stashing all of her manga. Once dull with school supplies, the shelves now are very vibrant with bright colors and cute looking artwork. You know, the top shelf is pretty empty. Maybe we could keep it up there?
I can't reach up there. It'll be too inconvenient.
Yeah, but Monica sighs. The teachers are going to ask what all this manga is doing in here, and I have to tell them it's for the literature club.
So?
Monica backs off and slumps in her desk. With this kind of tension, it feels like the relaxed atmosphere accumulated over the past few weeks has been sucked right out of the room.
Good afternoon!
Sayori spins into the clubroom.
Oh, I see someone's in a good mood. Yeah, because I have this.
Sayori brandishes a cookie wrapped in plastic.
I found some money and got a cookie. Oh, it's so pretty.
Sayori trots over to the closet and color shells catch her eye.
Which one do I start with? Well, you can start by giving me a bite of a cookie. No way! I see it took all my luck to find that money. If you want entry into my kingdom, you need to pay the tax, peasant. Boo!
Beat it, Sayori wraps her cookie and breaks off a piece for Natsuki. Then Yuri silently walks into the clubroom. Monica glances at her with pleading eyes, and Yuri returns a quick nod of understanding. Well, everyone's here now. Despite the club only having one more person than before, it somehow feels twice as lively. Okay, so I think today we should go over some potential club activities and see which ones we want to do first. We have 4 members now, so it would be great if we found something. Does that sound good, everyone? I agree. Okay, so I have some ideas of my own, but I want to hear your ideas too.
Well, I've been having a lot of fun learning everyone else's interests. Maybe we can give each person a day to share their favorite kind of literature with everyone else.
Well, maybe. Something tells me that Monica glances at Yuri and Natsuki, who appear both unwilling to even consider each other's interests. Maybe we can try to come up with something that everyone can enjoy equally? You know, like we all vote on a book to read or something like that. I think we should all collectively try to expand our interests rather than just stick to what we're familiar with.
Why does it feel like I'm being targeted here?
Natsuki, didn't you say that you want to go along with whatever the club wanted to do?
Well, yeah, but it doesn't make it okay for you to ignore everyone else's preferences. I like Sayori's suggestion. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, but... Monica's voice trails off. Although she let Natsuki join the club, Monica finds it increasingly difficult to relent to her demands. If Natsuki doesn't respect the club, then why should Monica have to yield to Natsuki's opinion on anything? Natsuki, are you sure that you don't have any other literature interests you could share with the club? I swear I don't mind you keeping your manga in here, but Natsuki cuts Monica off by suddenly standing up.
Well, it's obvious I'm not wanted here, so I'm just going to leave. But I really would have appreciated being more upfront about it.
Okay, I think you're kind of jumping to conclusions here, but you're free to do it whatever you want. Natsuki shoots Monica a quick glance before walking straight out of the room.
Oh no.
Sayori runs after her, leaving just Monica and Yuri. For a second time today, Monica slumps down to her desk. Why am I such a jerk? No, she's a jerk. She's making me feel this way. Monica looks up to Yuri, seeking affirmation. Yuri looks away. She probably just went around looking for the smallest club she can find so she doesn't have to participate. How does she expect me to give her respect when she has no respect for the club? Am I wrong, Yuri? I am not good at these things. Monica sighs. Me neither. I just have no idea what to do. I don't want to hurt anyone, but I feel like it's wrong to enforce the club vision. You know, like, people should join because they want to express their passion for literature or at least develop it, so maybe she's not a good fit for the club after all. Monica sits in silence, afraid to accept her tentative conclusion. Yuri looks tense, but she doesn't seem to want to add anything. You can go back to reading. I know this doesn't concern you. It does. It does? How? Well, I just can't comfortably read in the atmosphere where the peace has been disturbed. Oh. Oh, great, I'm just ruining the whole club then. That's not an accurate conclusion to make. I know, I'm sorry. I'm just kind of voicing my frustration and, I guess, guilt. It's like my frustration wants to blame her, but my guilt wants to blame me. Ugh. Why is it hardest to be rational during the times you need it the most? I don't think you're being irrational. I think Natsuki is. She has no authority walking in here making demands of the club, your club. Something as ridiculous as manga has no place here. In fact, you're even storing it for her. Make her completely embedded to you. Well, you're right, but I don't know. Isn't it kind of harsh to say things like it's ridiculous and has no place here? Do you not feel the same way? You've been doing everything you can to avoid associating the club with it. So I assume you felt the same way. That's not true. Well, recollecting your confirmation with Natsuki, realization starts to set in. You may be right. I mean, if it was anything besides manga, would I really be acting like this? Maybe I've just been convincing myself that it has nothing to do with manga. I'm just really upset. With a sigh, Monica walks over to the closet. She finds herself staring at the colorful shelves. It's just, this really wasn't what I had in mind for a club about literature. There shouldn't be anything wrong with that. Monica starts defending her position again. It's a complicated issue, but Monica has failed to consider before now. Where is the line drawn? What is considered literature? Austin thought. She reaches into one of the larger box sets and pulls out a volume, expecting it for no particular reason. Psst, the dog just stared at me through the window. The cover features 4 girls striking cute and exaggerated poses, all dressed up in short skirts. Yeah, I mean, amused by the absurdity of the color, Monica opens the book. Oh, I actually like this. Actually, I've had a different flavor of peppermint. I had lemon, I believe. Thoughtar.
This sucks. Why is Monica such a jerk? She should be grateful that I even joined her stupid club. It's not like she can find any members. Monica's usually really nice. She cares so much about everyone in the club being happy. Yeah, right. Well, she usually does. Maybe when she's not being so judgmental. So what if I'm into manga? One person accept that instead of being so condescending about it. I accept it. I think it's cute. Oh, come on! That's condescending it too! I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that. I just want to support you.
Natsuki sighs.
I know. Thanks. It just really sucks.
Do you want to talk to Monica?
I don't know. It's not like she's gonna change her opinion of me. Like, even if you were to convince her to back off, that wouldn't suddenly make me feel like I'm actually welcome in the club. I should just find another club.
Wait, you don't have to do that. We can figure this out, please? I mean, I'm the vice president, or at least I think I am. And I don't want you to leave. Everyone deserves to feel welcome and to be happy, so I want to make that happen for you. I was wondering, what is the reason you decided to join the literature club?
Well, Natsuki hesitates. It's kind of dumb.
Oh, I don't say that. There's such a thing as a dumb reason. Everyone here is welcome.
I wasn't welcome.
You were to me.
So, Just don't tell anyone, okay? Especially Monica. I promise. Natsuki sighs. I'm just tired of everyone judging me all the time. I can't enjoy any of the stuff I'm into without people making snotty comments about it. Not that I care about what anyone else thinks, but you know, the sign leadership says that you can be yourself or whatever, so I decided it was leave for a shot. But that was a lie, apparently.
Natsuki dejectedly kicks the toe of her shoe against the wall.
Oh, and I like writing too. Really? How come you didn't say that to Monica? Because she's being so judgmental that I didn't want to say something she wanted to hear. So she didn't deserve that kind of satisfaction. And if she knew that I was into writing, then she would just be like everyone else and try to push me away from manga in favor of a more mature thing.
Two of them remain silent for a while. Sayori understands that it's out of the question for Natsuki to return to the club room for today at least. But Natsuki has a reason for wanting to join the club just like everyone else. It's part of the club vision for her to be welcome.
You deserve to express yourself as much as everyone else does. That's supposed to be what the club room is for, so I'm going to do everything I can to fix this. I promise.
It's lunchtime the next day. The cafeteria and hallways are bustling with students rushing to meet with their friends and make the most out of their limited break.
Where could she be?
Among them is Monica, who always eats lunch in her classroom, but she has some additional business today. Fearing Natsuki would avoid coming to the club, Monica decided to try and find her during lunch so she could make amends. After searching for an extensive time, Monica finally spots her. Despite her short stature, Natsuki's bright hair helps her stand out from the crowd.
Oh gosh.
Suddenly feeling awkward, Monica is afraid to get closer. Natsuki is with some friends whom Monica doesn't recognize, and they're all energetically chatting together. It would be really tactless to interrupt them.
Oh yeah, did you end up joining the literature club or what? Huh? Of course I joined. Why wouldn't I?
I told you she would join. Come on. You should only join the literature club because you wouldn't stop giving her crap about the anime club.
I told you I never wanted to join that stupid club.
Oh yeah, sure. Well, you have to give her some credit, at least, for making an effort to finally grow past that trash. True, finally graduating middle school. Natsuki, we're proud of you.
Shut up and let me do my thing.
I'm just joking. You know we love you. Yeah, once Literature Club makes you a famous writer, we'll be the first ones to buy your book. What, you're gonna buy her smutty fanfiction? Well, obviously I want a signed copy.
That was like years ago. You don't think I've grown out of it by now?
Oh. I told you I was joking. Besides, it's a good reminder of how far you've come since then. Not to mention, you couldn't have done it without us. Like giving us a joke to pass about it.
Yeah, sure.
They grow up so fast. It brings a tear to my eye. Natsuki suddenly glances in Monika's direction, prompting Monika to quickly turn away and distance herself. Jeez, her friends are jerks. What the heck? That was horrible. I should have said something to defend her. Why do I have to be so conflict avoidant? Not that I deserve to say anything. I'm hardly better than them after the way I treated her. Ugh, I'm so awful. I'm not doing anything right. After school ends, Monika distractedly makes her way to the club. She finds Yuri already inside, eyes on a book as usual. Monika picks up a desk and slumps into it. Something that seems to be doing rather often lately. Yuri, I don't think I can be club president. I suck at handling anything that doesn't go exactly my way. Yuri looks up from her book. It's like the literature club is a place where you can express yourself, unless it's in a way that I don't like. I'm so mad at myself. And I'm especially mad when I didn't have the self-reflection skills to realize what I was doing. So much for maturity. Sorry, I realize I shouldn't be complaining out loud like this, but there's just, like, a lot on my mind. No. I enjoy listening. Really? Why? Yuri shrugs. It just makes me feel nice. Oh, well, I guess I'll continue then? Yuri nods. Yeah. I just felt Natsuki has a blunt attitude, you know? Makes me feel like she wasn't taking the club seriously. I couldn't even figure out why she wanted to join the club. I saw her friends talking to her in the hallway during lunch, and they were just so mean to her. Telling her to grow up and stuff like that the literature club would help her grow out of her manga. It just made me so mad. I enjoy it. And when I had that thought, it was when I came to the realization that I was kind of doing the same thing, just in a roundabout way. I should have made her feel good about being passionate about something, but I just dismissed it. No, I was actually trying to avoid acknowledging it at all. I even did that with you, Yuri, when you first joined the club. You did? Yeah, I remember fantasy isn't really my thing, so I was kind of trying to dismiss it, but sorry, I jumped in and took over the conversation. I should have reflected on that, but I didn't because I just let Sayori handle it instead. Now I'm repeating the same mistake, except I really hurt someone this time. Monika shakes her head. I'm so tired of being afraid of things I'm not comfortable with. It's so stupid. Like, I can just picture how much joys it would bring Natsuki to if I let her share her passion a little. I'm so angry at her friends for treating her like that. I'm gonna get them back for it. Get them back? Yeah. I'll get them back by making sure that this literature club that Natsuki wants. Not the one that they want. Sorry. Suddenly, Sayori busts in through the door, making Monika and Yuri jump. With a rare stern face, she marches forward to Monika's desk and sits next to her.
I'm having an intervention. I can do that because I'm vice president.
Is this about Natsuki?
Yes.
Yeah, I know. I messed up. I'm super sorry. I was just talking to Yuri about it.
Really?
I was so dismissive about her passion that she felt threatened and probably just unwelcome. Literally the opposite of what the literature club is supposed to be. I really need to make it up to her. Oh.
Yay, I did it!
Thanks for the intervention, Sayori. I'm glad we're on the same page.
Friendship wins again! So how do you want to make it up to her?
I have a plan. Sayori, do you know if Natsuki is coming back to a club meeting today?
I don't think she is.
See, Monika was afraid of that, not because of her plan, but because she was facing consequences of damage that she inherently caused. But the only way to do the right thing is to face it head on. It's so easy to just duck away from conflict, but to wait for it to blow over, but that's not enough. To truly respect someone's feelings after you hurt them is to face them and admit your wrongdoing. Not the wrongdoing of mismanaging the club, but the wrongdoing of disrespecting Natsuki's feelings. Okay, do you think you can get her to come into the meeting tomorrow?
I can do that.
Okay, awesome. Yuri, you don't have to worry about anything, but thank you for being my friend. You're a good listener. Fidgeting for her, Natsuki tries to hide away a smile. Well, I guess it's it for a day. It's been a pretty quiet club meeting. You can step out for a bit, is that okay?
Yeah, I'm just going to read a Fury. Hey, is this one of Natsuki's books? How come it's out here?
Sori picks up the manga that was resting on the adjacent desk. Natsuki probably just left out by accident.
But I thought she hasn't been coming in the club.
Actually, Monika's been...
Okay, Yuri, I'm sure it was just someone else wanting to use the club room then, okay?
Monika smiles at them both. With a wave, she exits the club room. I really shouldn't have left that out. If Sayori catches on, she'll definitely tell Natsuki. Really got awkward. Now I wonder if there's a keyboard I could borrow from the music room. Time for the next club meeting has already arrived. Monika and Yuri are the first to arrive. I'm so worried. Do you think that Sayori will be able to bring Natsuki? Yes. How do you know? Well, she's Sayori. You know, you're right. Time slowly passes. Monica sits, then stands up to pace, then sits again. Yuri's eyes still move from her book. When the door finally opens, Sayori marches in. Behind her, Natsuki shuffles and Sai nervously looking around the room. We're here! Welcome back. Monica, the club president, stands up and greets them with a smile. Sayori picks a desk and takes a seat. Natsuki sits closely next to her. Looking back and forth between the club monikers, Monica is struck with a nostalgic feeling. She would stand in front of the club room just like this, struggling to picture just who may eventually be sitting before her. But imagination was never up to predict how unique and diverse each member would be, each with their own struggles, her own reasons for seeking the vision that Monica had admittedly so vaguely advertised, seeking trust, understanding, respect. What new lessons will the future hold for the Literature Club? Realizing she's getting her health upset, Monica takes a deep breath and returns to her present. Okay, everyone. Literature Club is starting. We have an activity planned for today. Monica turns around and faces the chalkboard. On it, she writes manga in big letters. Today, we're going to learn from an expert about the unique form of literature, manga.
Oh, come on! Isn't that kind of forced? I know you don't actually want to do this, so just...
Monica shakes her head. Natsuki, this is the hardest part. After making it this far, it'd be so easy to just smile and move on. But that isn't enough, not this time. I'm sorry. It was wrong of me to not take you seriously when you were kind enough to show an interest in my club. I thought about it and realized how biased I was about manga. It caused me to disrespect you, and I'm sorry, but I think you deserve to be able to share your passion with us. So, can I make it up to you?
Well, thanks, but I know you're only doing this because Sayori told you to.
Wait, that's not true. Monica planned this all by herself. I didn't even get a chance to talk to her. I was a witness to that as well. This is Literature Club. Literature Club is a place where everyone gets to be themselves. We all have our own interests and our own differences. It's my vision to let us freely express that, and it's my goal to respect everyone for them. So I just want to learn about the things that make you happy. I think that you deserve to share that joy as much as everyone else does. Is that okay? Natsuki looks away and hesitates.
But it's really dumb. The stuff I'm into.
Monica smiles. She kneels in front of the desk, looking straight into her eyes. If you like it, then it's not dumb.
Oh, except for me.
Sorry, you're not dumb either.
What the heck? You guys are so weird. Fine, I'll show you some of my manga. Only because you admitted it's literature after all.
Natsuki stands up.
Oh yeah, I didn't say this before, but I'm actually into writing. I'm kind of a pro. But I do want you to just like me for that.
Wow, really? I really did have you all wrong, Natsuki.
Yeah, whatever. Today's not about that anyway, right? It's about manga. Ready?
A week passes since Natsuki returned to her literature club. Since then, the club activities have been in full swing. Each club member has received a day in the spotlight to share all their favorite kinds of literature with each other. As another meeting draws to a close, Monica approaches Natsuki on the way out. Natsuki, are you in a hurry home or anything?
Me? Not particularly. Why?
Oh, there's something that I want to show you, if you have a few minutes.
Sure, what is it?
It's not in here. Can you follow me to the music room?
The music room? Why?
Well, you'll see. Ooh, it's pretty. You know, I was thinking back. When the club was just me and Sayori, I would talk about how envisioned the club turned out. We cared a lot about the place where people could express themselves, and she said something strange to me. She said that I was trying to make the club that I needed myself more than anyone. But I think it wasn't until you joined the club that I finally understood that, because it really taught me a lot about myself. Like things that I was probably always too stubborn to admit.
Oh, come on. You can't mean that. I don't do anything. I just, brought a bunch of manga, and then I got fussy that I didn't have my way. It was really stupid of me to make a big deal out of it.
No, but I honestly needed it. If you didn't express the way that you were hurt, then I would have never realized that I did something wrong. Besides, you are feeling valid. Deserve you here in perspective.
It's just really hard to feel that way sometimes, you know, like I shouldn't just care about what people think in the first place. But when you're just criticized by everyone around you for being a certain way, it can be really hard if someone just brush it off. And it makes me start to feel like I'm the problem. Like I'm not doing enough to please everyone else. Am I being too entitled if I just want people to like me without having to myself? I don't think I am. I just wish that some people try to appreciate me for who I actually am. Monaco listens. She recalls vividly on how Natsuki's friends were treating her and how naturally they did so. How long has she been fighting against that, refusing to change for others? I can only wish I was strong as you are, Natsuki. You're so honest with yourself. I'm like always trying to come up as perfect to other people. Anytime there's a hint of contention, I just crumble. But thanks to you, that I really started to think about that stuff. You inspired me to start working on it. But, well, like I said, I didn't even do anything.
You were just being yourself, that's all. It's also something else. Monaco takes breath. The thing is, I might have read a little bit of manga.
What? What the heck? You didn't tell me?
I'm sorry. I just felt like kind of embarrassed to admit it after I gave you such a hard time about it.
I can't believe you of all people reading manga behind my back. That's so funny.
Yeah, well, I just flipped through one of them out of curiosity, but I ended up reading the whole bunch of it. I mean, one of the characters was in a literature club, so what are the chances, right?
You were reading Parfait Girls? Wow, you have good taste.
It was just one volume, and I kind of just picked it out randomly.
Well, you have good intuition then. You have to tell me your favorite parts.
Well, I think it was some kind of weird fate. Because the chapter is interested about literature club, she also plays piano. And it's weird because I also wanted to learn piano. It was just like the perfect person that I always wish I was if I just did what I wanted instead of always second guessing myself. Maka walks over to the piano and sits down. I always felt like that I should share my absolute best parts of myself, the parts that will impress people and make them like me more. But after I joined the club, I realized we share things because we want to express ourselves. Sharing experiences allows us to share emotions. And I just felt like I wanted to show you this because if it wasn't for you, then I would have never started playing.
Hey, I take the credit for that one. That's a good at Parfait Girls, not me.
No. Well, maybe true on Parfait Girls, so put it into your head. But it was still you who inspired me to keep practicing every day.
Every day?
Because, just make me feel like if I do something, then I should just do it. I mean, I haven't been practicing it for very long. And I'm really not any good at it yet, at all. But I wrote a song for the club. And I worked really, really hard on it. This doesn't have any words or anything, but, well, yeah. That's all.
That was so good.
It was?
Yeah, are you kidding? You're like already a pro.
Not even close.
The song have a name? You said it was about the club, so...
Yeah, it's called My Song, Your Note. Because everyone brings something so unique to the club. It's completely different from how I first imagined it, I think. But I was like such a selfish perfectionist. It shouldn't be about me, it should be about everyone. And it's all of you who helped me shape the club into what it is. And I would never change that.
Well, I think that's really thoughtful and kind of flattering. I kind of feel like I don't deserve so much validation. I wasn't exactly very patient either when I first joined the club. It makes me feel like I should probably just apologize too. I think I was just fed up with a lot of things and got frustrated after not getting my way in the club, so yeah. I didn't really make it about myself. I was being really immature. If you gave my stubborn butt to apologize, then I guess you're doing something right.
It's fine, I'm past it too. I think we're already even. But it's really sweet that you were thinking about it. It takes a lot of maturity to reflect on that kind of thing.
Well, I wonder who I got that from. Oh, never mind. Well, anyway, or even as long as you let me keep my manga in the club room. You meant that it's a form of literature? You totally can't take that back now.
You got me. Closet's all yours.
Tell you what, I'll bring in a little something for the club tomorrow. I want to do something nice in return.
What kind of little something?
Oh, you'll see. But I don't think you'll be disappointed.
Next club meeting ends up being a particularly tasty one. Oh, she brought cupcakes. Oh, it's adorable. Ooh. This is really beautiful. Alright, well, that's the end of this episode. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye!